I'm guessing the vision of Nagito is the truth bullet that I need. No! Where? Ultimate despair? That's not possible. I need to organize the information. If I organize it, I'll probably be able to... Yeah, because Nagito grafted Junko's hand onto his own. If that memory I felt was actually a memory from the real world, what Nagito did was... he cut off his own arm and transplanted a woman's arm?
Not just any woman's arm. It was the late Junko Enoshima's arm.
What did you say? He probably
thought that by becoming one with Junko Enoshima, he could make her survive with him. Or within him.
I don't get this at all.
The ultimate despairs defy understanding. They have no problem severing their own limbs.
I am terribly sorry. I do not feel so well. Where's the bathroom? It's just a game anyway. Why don't you just let it out? I'm pretty sure a select few would demand that. Like, Teru.
It's too soon to feel sick. It's not even the worst thing the ultimate despairs have done. Some wasted away to skin and bones through continuous fasting in order to reach the despair of starvation. Others gave their own families to Junko just to perform killing experiments on them. Not just that, after Junko's death, they slaughtered countless people by forcing them to commit suicide. One person even implanted one of Junko's eyes into their own socket. Perhaps they wanted to see her despair. Not just that, some even tried to have children with Junko's dead body.
What body? Just stop! That's a bullshit story. That's obviously bullshit.
So you feel despair toward yourselves in the real world. I understand that feeling, but there's no need to worry. If you just advance toward the hope I provide, you'll definitely be saved.
I get the feeling Teru is the one who tried to fuck the body. Save? You'll save us?
Of course. That's my purpose, after all. That's why the Neo World program was created too.
You put us inside this program so that you can save us?
Essentially, your cohabitation inside the Neo World program was just a simulation. If we removed the memories of your time at Hope's Peak Academy, would it also remove your ultimate despair?
So you're saying this was like a test?
I guess I can say that the test was a success. Even though it deviated greatly from the original plan of graduating after gathering the Hope Fragments, nevertheless, you guys were able to overcome your unexpected trials and make your way here. That's why all you need to do is choose graduate.
If we do that, can we get out of here? However, if you graduate from here, your school memories will never return. Huh?
If you choose to graduate, and the Observer determines that there are no problems, you will complete the Hope Restoration Program, and your avatar will be uploaded into your real body.
Uploaded? It means, by uploading our avatar's memories into our bodies, we're also forcibly erasing our past selves. That's why it's called the Hope Restoration Program. So that is the Neo World Program. Hey, what happens to the people whose avatars died?
If an avatar that needs to be uploaded has been deleted, there's nothing we can do.
So you're saying they'll never wake up? God damn it! God damn fucking shit! Please take a look at this flipbook for a quick rundown of your options. If you choose Graduate, it'll transfer your in-game memories to your school memory. Or it'll transfer your in-game memories, but your school memories will be gone forever. Unfortunately, the people who've already died will not be able to wake up. Just a thought, what will happen if we do not choose to graduate?
You'll just have to continue living your tropical life.
Hey, why you gotta ask something like that? Well, even if we wake up in the real world, we're all rather messed up, right? If that is the case, then maybe staying on this island is... What are you saying? Haven't we been working this hard just to escape from here? You don't have to force yourself to return to a painful reality. Let's just play this game forever and ever.
Don't be ridiculous. If I stay in this screwed up world any longer, I'm seriously gonna snap.
But still, is it really okay to sacrifice the others just to save ourselves? You're asking that now? If we don't get out of here now, then what was everything we've done up until now even for? You're right. We've been trying desperately to survive until we can finally leave this place. If we don't get out of here now, all the deaths we've endured will be in vain. I know this, but... Something's not right. How come Monokuma isn't trying to stop us? Is he just gonna stay quiet and overlook us getting out of this game world? Then everything Monokuma did would be pointless. Or everything Monokuma did would be pointless too. Not only that, is it really okay for us to believe him? Should we get out, or... I can't stand by this anymore. I'm done with this game. Regardless of whether or not there's a punishment, it doesn't matter. Games need a game over. Otherwise, there won't be any tension. It's basically like a penalty, but for the sake of your generation who needs to be constantly coddled, I shall grant you the right to retry. You won't feel despair unless you can retry. You guys will just give up. So, please select retry. However, when you want to flee from despair, make sure you don't select retry. Is it going to end here without seeing the truth or the future? The fuck? No matter what, I'm going to keep moving forward until the very end. If that memory I felt was actually a memory from the real world, what Nagito did was... he cut off his own arm and transplanted a woman's arm? Wait, I have to do all that. I have to read all that again? Hang on, let me look this up. Okay, so I gotta read all this text again. Oh, okay. I can just hold control to skip through the text. Wait, can we have some time to decide? Did you get scared like Sonia? No, it's not that. Don't you think this is a little strange?
Strange? You still don't understand? Normally, ultimate despairs like you guys would just be abandoned. But I'm telling you, I'm here to help. You should be thankful for how open-minded the Future Foundation is.
Makoto, what has happened to you?
Just listen to the Future Foundation. The Future Foundation is the world's hope, you know?
I knew it. Just as I thought. There's something wrong with you. Oh, whoops.
This is all the virus's fault. The Future Foundation's trying to stop it, right? That's what's really important. There's nothing more important than that.
Yeah, I forgot the blue ones are only for when you agree with a statement. Hold on. Did you just say it's foolish to defy the Future Foundation? Then how do you explain your actions?
My actions?
I saw it. The email that the Future Foundation sent to you. To Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason, do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and helped you recover your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of hope-filled future. In that email, Makoto Naegi defied the Future Foundation to protect the remnants of hope. Which clearly contradicts what this person is saying.
Huh. Is that email for real? The Future Foundation tried to kill us?
Hold on, we'll deal with that later. Hey, Monokuma, those clues we found were all real, right? Gasp! And that's not the only contradiction. What this Makoto person is saying also contradicts what we've already been told.
Essentially, I cannot guarantee that there are no issues with this program. To tell you the truth, I wasn't sure whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you. I wanted to protect you.
To me, those words seem much more real. If so, the person in front of us... Tell me, Makoto Naegi, who are you? Who is he? Simply put, he's Makoto Naegi, who's known for being a cutie patootie. I'm not asking you. I'm asking... You insolent fool. If you're saying he's not Makoto, then show me some proof. Damn it, he's trying to interfere. Then, to prove whether that Makoto Naegi is real or not, I'm gonna shove that in his face. Oh, time for a panic talk action, I guess. Just fucking mash it. Okay. 11037. Makoto Naegi, if that's who you really are, then tell me this. Why did you make the password to Nezumi Castle 11037?
What was that again?
You can't answer?
That's weird. Wait, where'd you find that out?
Who cares about it? Or, who cares? So what about it? Can you even answer?
Oh man, I've been found out.
Found out? Then you're... How disappointing. And I thought I was on the right track.
He disappeared? Hey, that guy disappeared.
Why are you surprised? It's a computer program, so anything's possible, right? Then, was that just the work of Monokuma? Ah, you found out I was faking. This is so embarrassing, I just want to kill myself. What are you doing? Why'd you show us a fake member of the Future Foundation? That fake was trying to get us out to the real world. Then that's your plan? Is that where your trap is? Man, they saw right through me. I may as well just be invisible. A trap? What kind of trap did you set? Hey, if you know what's good for you, you better hurry the hell up and confess. I'll beat you half to death if you tell us now, but if you don't spit it out soon, I'm just gonna kill you.
Just kill him right now. Then this nightmare can finally end.
Violence is not allowed. This isn't that kind of game. It's a much smarter game, right? What game? This is already over. This game is over? No, no, no. I'm not gonna let you finish yet. There's no way this can end before I've even transformed. Transform? A transformation is customary in a final boss battle, right? You know, like that one role-playing game. You know what game I'm talking about? Final...
Don't say it.
Now then, allow me to show you. I'll skip the second and third forms and go straight into my final form. You better not be bluffing. I'm gonna beat the crap out of you and pull all your stuffing out. What? I have a bad feeling about this. Like the inside of my brain is burning, sizzling. A really, really bad feeling. Now then, make sure you burn this ginormous despair you're about to see into your memories. I'm gonna die! Oh shit, is he actually gonna transform? Okay. We are now facing a giant Junko, apparently. What's going on? Am I hallucinating? I know anything goes here, but this is clearly not fucking okay. I see. So that's your reaction to seeing an extra-large high school girl. But are they really that big? Don't you think they're pretty small? She's huge. She's way too huge. Huh? But the final boss in a certain action game is much bigger. You know, that game, Kniferella. She said it anyway. I see. An estimated bust size of 15 meters, huh? My boobs are hopelessly huge. Hey, want me to squish you in between them? Big boobs feel good, you know?
I'll get fucking crushed.
If this was a pandering fan service game full of pretty girls, that'd be a CG close-up of my cleavage, but... Too bad, this isn't a fan service game, so instead you get a 3D close-up of them. You won't even get to experience the refreshing sensation of battling an enormous final boss. So fucking hopeless. This is Monokuma's true identity? We have to deal with this thing? I'm shocked you'd call me this thing. No, you're so mean. Is it just me or did her personality change? I get easily bored of my personality. Like, I already got bored of my personality who easily gets bored. And that's when Fuyuhiko would say, it's too damn soon to say you got bored, right? Wait, what? I have plenty of data on you guys, so it's so easy for me to know what you're all thinking. You're not bored at all. I got bored of being bored. Jeez. Even when I'm dead, I still get bored. This sucks. Even when you're dead, does that mean... Is this person's true identity... Is Junko Enoshima, for those who never played the first game but are playing this, are watching me play this one for some reason. Are you Junko Enoshima? Did you just say Junko Enoshima? Isn't she dead? It's true. I did end up dying last time. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to go so fast. I couldn't help it, you know? It was my first time. Jeez, stupid. You're the one who made me go. And why is someone who died here right now? I mean, because it's a virtual world, obviously. Do you guys know about an artificial intelligence called Alter Ego? Huh? Exuberance. We are now an AI. We have transcended humanity. What AI? Stop saying all this crazy bullshit. You see, my personality is like this because I'm the type that dies easily, right? That's why I made my own AI program while I was still alive. And then, someone uploaded me into this Neo World program. And that's how Alter Ego Junko hopelessly appeared in front of you guys. That's insane. This insane bitch is Junko Enoshima. She's responsible for everything. The destruction of Hope's Peak Academy, the destruction of the world. The one who took over the Neo World program and forced us to kill each other. It was all this bitch is doing. Even so, what am I supposed to do? Even if we know she's Junko Enoshima. Don't get cautious and think stuff like, what can we do? I mean, we're all ultimate despair here. Each and every one of our classmates looked at us like we're a bunch of loogies on the side of a road. So let's all be friends. Hell no. Man, they hate me. And I was thinking of you guys when I tampered with the graduation program. But they still hate me. Huh? Tampered with the graduation program? Remember what the fake Makoto said earlier? About what happens when you graduate, right? I feel like you guys weren't getting a big enough reward for graduating. So I decided to modify what happens so it's something exciting and unique. Just like a game. Uploading your game memories into your real bodies is fine, but letting your friends stay dead just sucks. That's why I decided to resurrect them. This is the new graduation program I'm offering. Resurrect? Hey, are you serious? Can you really do that? I'm not doing that. It washed like real hard, you know. The graduation program is the core part. Is the core part of this game, so it was protected with a lot of encrypted codes. It took me a long time. I felt so much despair about how useless I am. Well, one advantage of being an AI is that I got smarter with computers. Before that, every time my computer froze, I used to put it in the microwave and nuke it. Show of hands, class. How long do you think it took for me to modify it? Who cares about that? Are you serious when you say that everyone who died will come back to life? Did you forget? You gotta answer questions to progress the story. That's the rule of this game, right? By the way, I'll give you a clue. You guys are always watching the time slip away at a certain place. So you're not gonna tell us until we answer that? We're completely at our mercy. But if we can't progress until we answer, we have no choice but to answer. How long it took for Junko Enoshima to modify the graduation program? She said we were watching how long it took. So the certain place we were watching was the countdown at Jabberwock Park. That's the only place we can think of. That's the only place we consistently watch that has anything to do with time. Then that countdown represented the time that was needed to modify the program. How brilliantly wrong! Haha, you're totally wrong about that tricky timer. Wrong? Then what was it? How should I put this? I was just goofing around. Huh? I mean, isn't stuff you don't understand exciting even though you don't get it? It's kind of like superhero cosplayers or someone else's designs of alien life and stuff, right? It was just for show? In the end, it was meaningless. Zefu with despair, like getting booted from a game server. You know those murder mysteries where the culprit is really the detective who's investigating the murder? Well, I'm so over predictable crap like that. Just what do you expect at this stage of the game?
She's seriously messed up.
Well, in a way, the countdown implied I was on a mission. Did you ever make up your own silly rules, like don't step off the white line when you cross the road? I was testing myself to see if I could get you guys into the graduation program before the timer reached 0. Enough. Please stop. Don't be so disappointed. It's totally true. I had a hard time manipulating the program. While you guys were at the beach making wrinkly dog faces, I was working so hard on my own, you know? Hey, enough with this pointless crap. Are you seriously going to resurrect everyone who died? Like I said, it's just a game after all. Just a game? Yeah. Each and everything that happened in this world was just an event within the game. There's no way everything that occurred in the game would affect the real world. What you're saying now is completely different from what you said before. You said whether or not it's a lie, the moment you feel something is real, it becomes real. The game where you throw my words back at me is over, so you don't really have to worry about it. Fine, I won't worry about it. Hey, who fucking cares about logic? As long as everyone who died comes back to life, that's good enough. But if we do not understand the principles behind it, then we do not even know if it is really possible. Anything goes in this world. You've seen that happen so many times already, right? Well, if a high school girl can get huge, then it's not crazy if the dead can come back to life, right?
If she's saying that's how she tampered with a computer program, how are we supposed to respond to that?
That's right. That's why you should finish this game and go back to living a normal life in the real world. If we go back, what do you get out of it? What benefit do you get by making us return to the real world, as long as we don't know what it is? Man, so annoying. You're so petty. It's not like you're a housewife living on a tight budget. All I want is to put this graduation performance in a more dramatic way. Well, if you doubt me, you don't have to go back. Is that what you want? Not to go back? Hold on a sec. We're obviously gonna get out of here. If it'll bring our dead friends back, it's all we can do. Of course. We've been working toward that goal for, like, forever.
Because we had that goal, we were able to endure those killings.
Plus, everyone can go back together, so there's no reason to hesitate. You are right. There's no way we can choose to stay here after all we've been through. Just as expected from the winners of this killing school trip, your will to live is truly ultimate. Wonderful. There's just more reason for you to execute your role as devices. Devices? Okay, now let's stop stalling for time with exposition and hurry up and do it. Now then, why don't you guys just go ahead and answer with the touch panel that's in front of you? I'm gonna do it. I'm seriously gonna do it. And if you don't hurry up, I'm seriously gonna really do it. You don't have to say who are you talking to. It doesn't concern a chump like you, Hajime. Chump? Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be over once we press this. So we just have to press graduate, right? If we do that, we can go home, right? I can go back. With this, I can finally go back. He's right. With this, we can finally go back. This will be the end. And our friends who died will be saved. That's way beyond what we expected. Then, it's safe to say that this is the good ending, right? I don't want to repeat a whole bunch of text. I'm gonna start by... Fuck it. What?
Don't press it. This is Junko's trap.
Huh? What in the hell? That guy from earlier is back again. It's not again. This time it's the real one. Sure. Real?
I'm Makoto Naegi. Makoto Naegi of the Future Foundation.
This guy is the real Makoto Naegi? Then this is the guy I spoke to.
I'm sorry I'm late. I actually wanted to come rescue you sooner, but thanks to the virus infecting the Neo World program, I wasn't able to enter.
Just when the chumps are in a pinch, he's suddenly able to enter for reasons unknown. And thus, the main character gallantly appears. Haha, so cool! I'm drooling so much.
Did you also time my arrival? No, it doesn't matter. I'm going to save everyone, and then I'm going to settle this between us once and for all.
I'm drooling. I can't stop my leaking. How were you able to get here, Makoto? Since I used my tricks to hack into the program, he must have hacked in with his tricks too, right? That's also how you kept your memories, right? Even though you haven't aged a day, just like these guys.
If I hadn't, then I wouldn't have been able to save everyone.
Don't you understand? It doesn't matter how you got here. As long as you're here, you'll be treated like one of my students. Which means, you must respect my authority.
I already know the risks of being here.
Ugh, you always had such reckless hope. I love you so much that you disgust me. Hey, just what do you mean by trap? What is Junko's trap? It doesn't matter. We can finally end this, you know. If we get out of here, it'll all resolve itself peacefully. After all this, I can't let you get in the way.
The fact that you guys are even thinking like that is Junko's trap.
Huh?
She's lying to you about your dead friends coming back to life.
Who, little old me? Who do we trust?
If you knew Junko's true goal, you'd know she's lying.
You know her goal?
Yeah. Junko's goal is to convert the Hope Restoration Program to the Despair Restoration Program.
The Despair Restoration Program?
As part of the graduation program, your avatar's memory and consciousness is uploaded into your real body. However, none of us expected that any of the avatars would get deleted. Junko's taken advantage of that opportunity. She intends to use her version of Alter Ego, the AI she stole from my friend's skill to create, and upload herself into the bodies of everyone whose avatar was deleted.
What?
Then everyone who died isn't gonna come back to life?
They're gonna be taken over by Junko? What the fuck?
Like the real world, once an avatar is deleted from this virtual world, it can't be recovered. It's actually impossible to revive them.
That doesn't mean I was lying, you know? I just didn't make some things clear. And even if they're overwritten by my alter ego, it doesn't mean they'll be a completely different person. The data of everyone who died is stored within me, so I'm sure I can convincingly act out their personalities. Don't mess with me. In fact, I have a lot of data on Fuyuhiko, so I know some things that'll make you happy. I could play a version of Pekka that's more to your liking than she ever was. I said, don't fucking mess with me! Operation Junkify All Mankind begins here. Junkify All Mankind? After uploading my alter ego into everyone who died, I'm gonna take over the Future Foundation's headquarters. And then, eventually, there's gonna be a whole lot of me's all over the world, and they'll all be 3D and gross. With this, my Despair Utopia, where you can despair as you please, Junka Land, will be complete, and everyone will hug and turn into Tang. And that's Operation Junkify All Mankind in a nutshell. Oh yeah, our dreams are expanding and... What?
That messed up plan is your goal?
Then why didn't you just kill all of us? If you did, you could have taken over all our bodies. Wouldn't that have been more convenient for you? Is that what you want me to do? Is it still too late for that?
No. There's a reason Junko couldn't do that. That's why she made you guys kill each other.
The reason she wasn't able to do that? Was it because there was something she didn't do? If so, then the reason is... She didn't have a real body? Even if she doesn't have a real body, Junko has the power to do whatever she wants in this world. It wouldn't have been easy for us to... It wouldn't have been easy for her to kill us herself if she really or it would have been really easy for her to kill us herself if she really wanted to. This isn't the answer. I need to think it over one more time. There wasn't enough time? She couldn't kill us because she didn't have enough time. No, that's not it. If she wanted to kill us herself, she had plenty of time to do it. This... She was sealed away so she couldn't kill us. No, that's not possible. She wasn't sealed at all. She could have just used Monokuma and the Mono Beast to kill us. It would have been easy for her to kill us herself if she really wanted to. Okay, I guess it's because of the school rules. I got it. It's because of the school trip's rules. Even a monster like her has to follow the rules of the school trip? Junko usurped Usami's authority as an observer, and her role as your teacher. However, according to the rules of the school trip, even Usami had to follow them. That's why when Junko took over her position, she had no choice but to follow the rules as well. So, the rules were protecting us? Man, I was so annoyed. I have the authority to add rules, but no authority to delete rules. Oh well. Even if I could have deleted rules, I was still busy with my whole taking over your bodies plan. So you made us kill each other, because you couldn't kill us yourself. Then, is that how you were able to increase the number of bodies you can take over? Like I said, personally I didn't care about the outcome of the killings. How dare you look down on us? Don't fuck with me. What about our lives? Chump change. I won't forgive you. I will never, ever fucking forgive you. So that's your trap. You tried to make us choose graduate so you could take over everyone's body with the graduation program. How? How could you be so cruel?
Because Junko Enoshima is the true ultimate despair. She doesn't yearn for any kind of future at all. She fills every person she meets with despair.
That's my Makoto. You understand me so well. For me, despair is not a goal, or a set of principles, or a lifestyle, or even an instinct. It's what defines me as Junko Enoshima. It's just my characterization. That's why I'm able to pursue despair with such purity. So you're saying you only exist to fill people with despair? For example, want to hear about a beautiful memory that even I, who gets bored easily, still remember fondly? Picture thousands of fools who are madly in love with me dying one by one like insects doused with bug spray. And the best part is, they did it to themselves, you know? Thousands of humans falling like dominoes. Ah, that memory is so beautiful, it made my brain melt.
Yeah, about that. Does that story have a happy ending?
Could it be? Is she talking about them right now? Are you talking about the reserve course's mass suicide? Oh yeah, I totally forgot you're a survivor of the reserve course. By the way, I'm so sorry for your loss. Mass suicide? What's she talking about? An incident where 2,357 people from the reserve course all killed themselves. Junko probably made them do it, and I remembered the exact number somehow. 2,357 people? That's an outrageous number. It's even more outrageous that you remembered it. You don't have to be that surprised. You all look like your parents, friends, and lovers all died at once. Ah, that was so rude of me. There's no way you guys have meaningful relationships like that anymore. I mean, you're all ultimate despair. You guys have already eaten your fill of despair. I do not know what you are trying to say.
Junko robs the futures of everyone she interacts with. You ultimate despairs are among her many victims.
If someone like me is born, that means the world is yearning for despair.
That's wrong. The world isn't yearning for despair. That's the reason we can't let you escape.
But if you do that, you guys won't be able to return to the real world, right?
Huh?
If we choose graduate to get out of here, the graduation program will activate, right? If that happens, Junko's alter ego will be uploaded into the bodies of the dead. Does that mean we have to stay here to keep her from getting out?
What in the hell? Why does it have to be like that?
It's such a cruel fate for you guys, but it's awfully convenient for the Future Foundation. They'll be able to keep all the ultimate despairs, including me, trapped in this game forever.
Wrong. That's not it.
But ultimate despair is hated worldwide, and their lives are no doubt targeted by the Future Foundation. Oh well, if you don't want to acknowledge it, I guess that can't be helped. Or, I guess it just can't be helped. Can't be helped, lol. This is nothing to lol about. But it's so ironic. You came all the way here just to find out that graduating is the wrong choice. Even though you all came this way to win the game, even though you kept sacrificing your friends to win. The goal you guys squirmed to reach was wrong all along. Isn't that just so fucking tragic? Stop it! It was all a mistake? Was this really just a mistake? Was it a mistake to think we'd go home alive all along? What about the killings and the class trials? Was this just a meaningless killing game where the ultimate despairs killed each other off? This is just too...
Don't give up yet. There is a way you guys can get out of here without letting Junko out.
Huh? No, there's no way such a convenient... Huh? There is? Really? That's the first time I've heard of it. First she'd heard of it? Then it's a way that even Junko doesn't know, right? The way to get out that Junko doesn't know about, it might be that. The shutdown sequence. Are you talking about the shutdown sequence? Shutdown sequence? What is that?
It's a hidden command I set up in the Neo World program.
Hidden command?
Basically, I never believed the Neo World program was a perfect solution. There was always a possibility that Usami's hope might have made things even worse for you guys. So I prepared a way to shut down the program in case of emergencies.
As I recall, you said it was a command that not even the teacher can stop. Then that means even Junko can't stop it. Dear me, I have an unfortunate announcement to make, class. You cannot activate the shutdown. Huh?
You know about it?
More importantly, do you know why? Do you know why you can't activate the shutdown? The reason the shutdown can't be activated is... not enough people. Because there's not enough people? Pay attention, class. According to my information, in order to initiate the shutdown, out of 15 people, more than half of them must press graduate and repeat at the same time. Am I correct? However, out of 15 people, including Makoto, there are only 6 people here. Even if you want to cheat, I won't let ya. The shutdown sequence won't activate unless it knows that different people initiated it. So it's totally impossible. You totally saw through that supposedly hidden command.
No need to worry. Even I knew we couldn't activate the shutdown.
You still came here when you knew we had no chance of winning?
It's not that we have no chance of winning. The only reason I'm here is because there is a chance.
Then try explaining it to us. What is this chance of winning of which you speak?
I believe...
What? I can't hear you. You gotta speak up since you're so puny.
I believe in them. I believe they will definitely come.
The other survivors. Them? Yeah! That's not something you need to take your time saying. Believe. Try putting yourself in our shoes before you drag us into situations like this. I never thought I'd be so glad to see Byakuya, holy shit. Like the real Byakuya.
Kyoko! Byakuya! I knew you guys would come.
Kyoko? Byakuya? We'd be better off leaving behind someone who jumps to conclusions without listening to our warnings.
I'm sorry.
Even though it took some time for 2 people to enter the program simultaneously, it appears we made it.
Hey, what's going on? Why are there more people again?
How exciting. I haven't seen these faces in ages. It's like opening your high school yearbook 10 years later. I must say, now that I'm seeing her up close, she's much bigger than I remembered. Like, damn Junko, your bobbies. What? What kind of man isn't excited by big women? Once you gain some more experience, you'll understand. Big tall dummy mommy for the win. There's a lot of kinky things you can do with big girls. Shut up. Byakuya, you're alive. But you're so skinny now. I feel so bad for you. Bro, I'm sure there is so much fucking weight gain art of Akane. You wouldn't believe. You shut up, too. Are you two also from the Future Foundation? No, it's probably not just that. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and helped you recover your memories. Tragedy. If the Killing School Life is referring to that, you guys are the survivors of the Killing School Life who previously defeated Junko, right?
Yeah, that's right.
There's 3 of them here now? The former heroes plunging themselves into the game world, ignoring all danger. Jeez, stupids. Making such a suicidal move. Did you really want to see me that badly? It can't be helped. In order to stop you, that suicidal move was our only choice.
So how about it? There are 8 people now. We have enough to activate the shutdown sequence.
Why are you crying? You guys shut up looking all cool and stuff, and now all the ultimate despairs. They'll be treated like even bigger chumps. Chump, you said it again. Just ignore her. As long as we activate the shutdown sequence, it'll be the end for her. It'll be the end of her in this messed up world. And this messed up world? Hey, can I ask you something? If we do shut down the program, what'll happen to us? No need to worry. We won't let you get hurt.
It's not just that. We want a more detailed explanation. If you shut down the Neo World program, everything within the program will be deleted. It'll obviously delete Alter Ego Junko, along with your avatars here.
So you're saying we're going to be deleted too? It doesn't mean you'll be deleted. The program will just finish without completing the graduation program. What does that mean for us? Your avatars will not upload, so you'll revert to your original state before you enter the program. Huh? Is there a reason to tell them all that?
They have to know everything, or else they won't agree to do it.
Hold on a sec. If we go back to our original selves before we entered the program... If we're going to revert back to our original selves before we entered the program... Does that mean we'll all go back to being Ultimate Despair? That's right.
Back to being hopelessly controlled by me, when you used to feel despair upon despair.
No! Are you fucking serious? Can't you do anything about it? I understand your concern, but this is the only way to stop Junko.
It might be a painful decision, but I know you guys will be able to overcome it. That's why, in order to defeat despair, I want you guys to fight alongside us. We still have to fight? I thought we finally reached the end.
Don't worry. Once you get out, we'll do our best to support you. But I thought the Future Foundation wanted to kill every last Ultimate Despair. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they're discovered. When you say support, do you mean I'll make sure you don't suffer when I kill you, or... Of course not. We would never allow that to happen.
It's gonna be alright. Your real bodies have just been brainwashed. That's why I'm pretty sure you'll quickly revert back to the state you're in right now.
Can you stop saying cheesy stuff like brainwashed? Washing your brain is, like, really nasty.
But still, even if our brainwashing is undone, the memories we made up till now will be erased, right?
Does that mean we'll completely forget everything we did on this island? I don't want that. It doesn't matter what you want. That's the reality. Every meaningless thing that happened here will vanish from your minds. Meaningless? Vanish? Does that include her, too? If we lose our memories of this world, we're also going to forget she ever existed, right? If that happens, does it really mean that she, an existence confined to this world, is really going to disappear? She risked her life to protect us, and we won't even remember she existed. Memory's not all that'll go back to normal. If you've lost a limb like Nagito, it'll still be gone when... Please stop! Going back to reality in that condition, that's like a bad joke. We're not joking. That is your past. Nobody can escape their past. We don't know anything about the past. Hey, why? Why did we become ultimate despair in the first place?
I asked the same thing in the real world, but nobody would give me an answer.
It seems my teachings were quite thorough. However, if you ask me, people who cling to stuff like hope, talent, or admiration are truly the weakest. Huh? Guys who desperately want to reach the top, they don't think about what'll happen when they're pushed off. They're probably too concerned with having a really nice view while they're condescending to others. Shoving off guys like that is so easy. I happen to know 17,082 ways to do that. The point is, the moment you cling to talent and hope, despair is already set in. That's not even an explanation. Then, what if you think about it like this? It turns out that you guys being the ultimate despair was just part of the game world. And in truth, those guys from the Future Foundation might be a part of the game world too. They're simply side characters of the game world whose role is to offer hopeless hope to you guys. Well, after saying all that, I don't even know what's real and what's a game anymore. Are you kidding around? Enough. My patience is wearing thin. Let's hurry and start the shutdown sequence already. Before you do that, we gotta do some reviewing. When you guys activate the shutdown, you'll revert back to when you were known as the Ultimate Despair, and your dead friends will never be revived. And the embodiment of despair, aka me, will be erased, thereby preserving hope in the real world. Now then, will the hope of the Future Foundation win? Or will my despair win? Alright, things are starting to heat up. This isn't a game, you know. Au contraire, this is a game. The game of hope and despair that started with your killing school life. That explains why these chumps who weren't around last time have been reduced to mere side characters. You called us chumps again. Only 'cause it's true. Only 'cause it's true. Most importantly, the killing school trip wasn't for your sake. Huh? There was a more important goal there. The goal of luring a specific group of people. Since now's a great time, why don't we make that the question? Question? As long as we're in the game world, the rules say I gotta ask questions every now and then. So, question, who did I lure and how did I do it? The hint is, I get bored easily, so the same outcome as the killing school life would be a pain in the ass. Okie dokie, let's all think about it together. The same outcomes as the killing school life. Do I just have to remember what occurred there? The people Junko lured, the method. I should try connecting those dots. There should be an answer there. Man, 2 logic dives in 1 trial. It's how you know we're getting to the nitty-gritty. Yeah, now that I think about it, there haven't really been, like, a lot of debates this trial. It's mostly just been exposition. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, do I have to do all that again? Whoop. Okay, who did Junko Enoshima want to lure? The Future Foundation? I mean, the Ultimate Despair are already there, and the Headmaster's dead. Oh, yeah, I guess she was trying to, yeah, I guess she was trying to trap Makoto and the gang inside the game as well. I don't know if the mic picked up my stomach noises. Let's see, it's 6 p.m. right now. I think I had breakfast at, probably had breakfast at like 10, 9 or 10. Let's see, the bait was used to lure... What bait was used to lure the Future Foundation? Junko herself? No, no, no. Okay, it was the yellow one. The killings. Mmm. Yeah, so I haven't eaten in like 8 or 9 hours, and all I had for breakfast was a dinky little sausage sandwich. So I'm pretty hungry right now. Wow! Okay, what did Junko use to lure them to watch the killings? Or to force them to watch the killings? Oh, surveillance Surveillance caramel. That sounds delicious. Of course, right now everything sounds delicious. I got it. You used the surveillance cameras. You were trying to lure the ultimate, or you were trying to lure the Future Foundation by showing them the footage you were recording, weren't you? The surveillance cameras? That's what they were being used for? In the previous Killing School Life, the surveillance camera footage was broadcast outside of the school. You used the cameras that were placed throughout the entire island for the same purpose. Ding ding ding! I was broadcasting the Killing School trip live to every member of the Future Foundation. The footage you recorded with the surveillance cameras was shown to the Future Foundation? What should I do? I did a lot of disgraceful things in front of those cameras. You sure did. Some of it was kind of hot, though. I will never be the queen now. Please forget what you saw. So you guys were watching us? Why didn't you come rescue us earlier? We tried to hack in many times, but the virus within the program blocked us at every turn. Not only that, the Neo World program stopped accepting shutdown commands from the outside. As a last resort, we considered cutting power to the program, but we didn't know what would happen to the subjects if we cut the power while the program was still running. There's no way we jeopardized your safety by taking such a gamble.
Even so, we kept trying over and over again, till it was finally possible for us to enter the program. Just a short time ago.
And you came all the way here when you knew it was a trap. I get it. You just couldn't leave them alone. You saw people dying one by one with your own eyes by the same killing game you guys played. Hope dictates that you act all high and mighty and say, I'm definitely gonna stop it this time, right? Hey, don't tell me. That's the reason you made us go through all this? Of course we made you do it for that reason. We orchestrated this game instead of killing you outright, solely to show it off to the Future Foundation.
We were forced to solve puzzles and riddles, just so you could show it off to the Future Foundation?
That's why you guys are chumps. You're just the bait I used to catch the big fish called the Future Foundation. But it's not my fault, you know. This game is a fight between the Future Foundation and me. You guys were just instigators in the background. But you guys already knew that when you chose to play this game, right? Just 1 second, please. That sounds as though we wanted to come to this world of our own free will. That's precisely the truth. Huh?
You guys chose to be instigators, and you were willingly taken into the Neo World program to provide the opportunity I needed to push this battle between hope and despair into overtime.
That's right. The reason the Ultimate Despairs began killing each other was set up by the group itself.
That's just your imagination.
Ah, naive Makoto totally fell for the trap. And now your face is filled with a lovely shade of despair. Well, that despair is fucking obvious. You're here to rescue the assholes who set this up in the first place.
Don't go blaming us for this.
Thank you. It's all thanks to you guys. This time around, I might be able to fill these guys with despair.
We do not feel despair. Even if this was all a trap, we will never regret coming here. And this is the only thing we could do to stop you. But nevertheless, it's all over. We'll shut you down and end all this.
You're pretty fucking desperate. Well, that's pretty fucking obvious.
If you don't initiate the shutdown, those Future Foundation fuckwits are gonna be trapped here forever. Trapped? Why would that happen?
Didn't I already explain it? You know, the graduation exam rule. There are two options. Graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. But that's not all, right? In order to pass the graduation exam, there was one more requirement.
The other requirement to pass the graduation exam is... As I recall, we also need the teacher's final decision.
To participate in the graduation exam, you need my permission as your acting teacher, you know?
What does that mean? Does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to decide if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it?
Obviously, there's no way I'd let the members of the Future Foundation graduate. So if you can't activate the shutdown, the Foundation will enter the endless life of repeating the grade.
That's only if the shutdown sequence doesn't activate, right? But that's impossible. Everyone here understands how dangerous it is to release you into the real world. We all know that all too well. I mean, she's been bad-mouthing us this whole time.
Oh?
Looks like you shouldn't have talked so much. Out of the mouth comes evil, so they say.
It's true that we fell for this trap, and that we run the risk of not being able to go back. But what's wrong with that? Thinking we back down because of something like that is a huge mistake.
That's my line. Thinking your little shutdown plan will succeed is a huge mistake.
Huh?
You're totally overestimating those chumps over there. There's no way they'll start the shutdown sequence. Why not? Look upon their faces. They look like piglets who are forced to watch their mom roasting on a spit. There's no fucking way they'll initiate the shutdown just to go back to being ultimate despair.
That is, well... Junko, I don't care what you say. I've decided to believe in everyone. It's true that they walked the wrong path before, but that's all in the past now. What I believe in is not their past, but their futures.
Yes! I was totally waiting for a protagonistic line like that, when I crush you with despair. Such ecstasy.
No matter what you do to me, I will never fall into despair.
Wrong. I'm the one who's gonna make you... I'm not the one who's gonna make you fall into despair. That's the Mastermind's job, and they'll be appearing very soon.
Mastermind? Mastermind? Someone else is coming? That can't be. It's just a bluff. You should never make the last character who appears in a detective story turn out to be the Mastermind. But I always fall into that pattern, so I was kind of worried about that. Enough already. What are you talking about? Oh well. Let's just bring him out with lots of energy. It's Mr. Izuru Kamakura. Izuru Kamakura? That name. I've heard it before. That person was called the Ultimate Hope. But that shouldn't be all he was. That's right. I've seen a person called Izuru Kamakura somewhere before. As I recall, that person was... Izuru Kamakura. Isn't that the name of the founder of Hope's Peak Academy? It was written on the placard beneath the portrait of the Academy's founder. That name, it was definitely Izuru Kamakura, right? However, based on the information I know, the man known as Izuru Kamakura, if I recall, he's a super genius who acquired many talents. He was even called the Ultimate Hope, right? Does the founder have the same name as that Ultimate Hope guy? Is that kind of coincidence even possible? The Future Foundation might know something, right?
How about it, Kyoko?
Even with Hope's Peak Academy, there's very little information about a person called Izuru Kamakura. It's a mystery if such a person ever really existed. And not just that, the matter was closed without ever being settled because of that incident. If you do not know, then please allow me. Providing hopelessly scaled explanations is a quirk of mine. The reason Izuru's existence continues to be such a mystery is because the Academy hid it. Why did the Academy hide his existence? If I recall, they were trying to protect their superior talent. They even called it mankind's hope, correct? However, that prodigious student ended up killing 13 student council members at Hope's Peak Academy. Izuru is the killer responsible for Hope's Peak Academy's most biggest awful event. And you're the one who set it up, right? Information about Izuru completely vanished after that incident. We thought Junko Enoshima killed them. We thought Junko Enoshima killed them? Don't say such cruel things. Izuru Kamakura is very much alive. Isn't that right, Hajime? Huh? What? What? Like I said, you're Izuru Kamakura.
Alrighty, if you don't understand, I'll explain it to you till you do understand. You're
Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're... Hold on. Seriously, what are you talking about?
Liar. There's no way Hajime is Izuru Kamakura.
Izuru was that ultimate hope, right? But Hajime is...
That's right. Hajime is one of those reserve course dropouts and has no talent whatsoever.
I mean, is this gonna be like... It's gonna be like Virtue's Last Reward, where the character you think you're playing is actually an old man the whole time. But the fact that he's really Izuru Kamakura makes this so much more hopeless. I'm Izuru Kamakura? Alright. I can see that even 2 hours later, we're nowhere near the end, so... I think I'm going to cut off this episode and then finish it in another episode. So, if you enjoyed this video, then no further actions required on your part. And we'll see you at what I hope to be the finale. Probably not. But we'll see.